Rejection. You hear about it all the time when it comes to acting. How do you handle all the rejection? How do you deal with the constant rejection? It's really weird. I've been doing this for quite a long time, and it feels like I changed my perception of the word rejection a long time ago. And I think a lot of other people need to as well, especially if you're going to be doing this for any length of time. Acting, that is. Just like in my previous video about changing the definition of what it means to be a working actor, I think if you're going to be acting, you really need to change how you view rejection. It's easy for a lot of people to say, oh, you had an audition. Did you get it? Oh, I'm sorry you had to deal with that level of rejection. I don't think that that's rejection. It's not like a yes or no kind of thing. It's not a pass fail. You can literally be a fantastic actor, but when it comes to like the director's vision and the producers, and if you're getting into commercials, then the client, you can be the best, but just not be the best fit for that thing, whatever the project may be. And there's nothing wrong with that. I have literally left a studio. I had an audition on a studio lot, and I actually knew somebody in the room who was doing my audition. Before I even left the parking lot, she texted me and was like, just so you know, everybody in the room loves you. You hit the beat, you hit the joke. You were literally the best person who came in, but for reasons X, Y, and Z, they're just going in this direction. Huh? What am I going to do? Am I going to see that as rejection? No. That's not rejection. That's literally like, hey, you showed up, you did exactly what you needed to do, and it just wasn't quite right for whatever they needed. All we can do when we get an audition is put in the work and move on to the next thing. Which is why in my previous video, I talk about like always keep the gears turning, keep the wheels moving, and the machine that is your career, or the car that is your career, constantly be moving forward. Don't let rejection, don't let you not booking something, keep your career, your car in this metaphor, on the side of the road, waiting for somebody to help you, waiting for somebody to give you something. Don't want to do that. Please don't do that. It's the worst thing you can do for yourself is to sit there and expect that the world is going to give you this. It's not. In fact, you're more likely to get what you want by moving forward, by moving past, by not worrying like, oh, why didn't they get back to me? Why, I know one of the producers. How come they didn't give me the role? Don't get me wrong, having good connections and knowing the producers definitely helps, but that's a topic for an entirely different video. So I could talk on that for hours. Okay, I gotta spin it like this. When I hear rejection, I hear, when you go apply for a job and they send you usually a very like corporate, dead between the eyes, sort of like, hey, sorry, unfortunately we're not able to move forward with your employment at this time. That to me is rejection. And don't get me wrong, particularly in independent stuff, occasionally casting or producers will reach out and be like, hey, we really appreciate your time, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, but we've decided to go in a different direction or whatever. That's a rejection. But if it's personalized, because I have gotten these before, I've literally had personal either text messages, emails, or phone calls from creative decision makers saying like, hey man, I just want to let you know, this is no indictment on you. We really loved everything you did. We loved the vibe that you brought to the meeting, but so-and-so wants to go in a different direction. If you get a personalized rejection, which are few and far between, you should actually take that as a massive compliment, a huge win. Because in the filmmaking industry, ain't nobody have time for nobody. Nobody is giving you more then they have to. Not an ounce of energy more. So if you are going to get a rejection and it's a rejection like that, again, celebrate. You made somebody wrestle. You know, that's really what it is you made the decision so hard for them that they're like, oh, man, we really got to tell them like how much their time meant to us. That's big. When I hear rejection, the other like funny thing that has never happened to me, and this definitely would be the type of rejection that would bug the shit out of me, is this. I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe we're just not good together. Right. You're good for the shoot dates? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you're exactly what we're looking for. Thanks. It's just you're the right type, you're available, you got the right training, but yeah, you're really bad. Okay. So that's gonna be a no for us. We're gonna pass. Yeah, maybe you should just give up this whole acting thing. Yeah, so, yep. I take it you guys don't validate? Okay. Right, cool. That would be awful. But even then, even if that did happen to me, or God forbid it's happened to any of you, if that happens, you really have to look at it one of two ways. You can either let it eat you alive, get in your head, cause you to rethink all of your life choices, what you want to do with yourself and your career, and maybe you quit. Maybe you end up just working as like a project manager for a construction company. Or you use it to fuel yourself, to make you want to strive for something better, to improve your skills, hone the blade. Maybe you say to yourself, you know what? That wasn't my best work. I know I can do better. So you hop in class, or you make your own project. You do something that makes you stronger, that adds value to your own career. Don't let rejection emulsify you. I don't know if I'm using that word correctly. My dad uses it all the time, and it's just somehow wheedled into my brain. But don't let it consume you. Don't see a no, or because also, let's be totally for real right now. Most of the time when you audition for something, you don't hear anything. There is no yes. There is no no. There is no yes. There is no no. It's just... You hear that? I didn't hear a rejection. I also didn't hear a job offer. But you're never really hearing the word no unless you're saying it to yourself. Until next time.